Hello, all good people of the world. Paul Whittakin back again with the periodic table of mathematics and the universal code of numbers. And basically, today I want to tie in. Now, I do these things. Some of it's a little bit repetitive, but it doesn't really make any difference because every time there's a little bit of a new message, and I like to share that with you. And I ask for people's advice. I would like some feedback. I'm trying to delve deeper into the code and trying to understand it better. Once again, it's not my own creation. It's a creation of the universe. It's like coming across a flying saucer and trying to, reverse engineer the thing. So what I want to do is I want to tie in these codes, the 818 code with the 258 code with the 714 code. And I've explained in the past what the 258 code does. It's 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 always comes out to 258. 714, well, 147 is 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 to infinity. 818 is 8 plus 2 plus 7 plus 2 plus 7 plus 2 plus 7 is always going to give an 818 to infinity, and other things about it as well. However, one of the main things I try to point out is these three numbers, these codes, they're related. They're like brothers and sisters. They're actually like schizophrenics in a sense because they turn into each other, literally. And I will demonstrate a little bit of that right now just to get the picture. So, okay. Look, we have the 258 code on the top left-hand corner. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just going to multiply it by itself. 258 by itself. 2 times 5 is 10, which is a 1. 5 times 8 is 40, which is a 4. 2 times 8 is 16, which is a 7. So as we see, 258 just turned into 147. 258 is 147, because if we go across the number line going backwards, 258 is going to turn into 147, and 147 is going to turn into 258. Now, if I take 714, and multiply it by 714, it's going to be 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 4 is 28, which is a 1, and 1 times 4 is a 4. So 714 turning into 714. Now, if I go 4 times, just take these numbers. I'm going to take the 4, I'm going to take the 1, and I'm going to take the 7. Let's take the 4 first. 4 times 2, 4 times 5, 4 times 8. 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 5 is 20 is 2, 4 times 8 is 32 is 5. So the 4 portion of the 714 code just turned into 285 or 825. It doesn't make any difference. It's the same thing. Now we'll take the 7 out of this side and multiply it by the 2, 5, and the 8. 7 times 2 is 14 equals 5. 7 times 5 equals 35 equals 8. And 7 times 8 equals 56 equals 11. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So that 7 portion of the 258 just turned into the 258. Now we'll take the 1 portion of the 714. 1 times 2 and 1 times 5, 1 times 8 is obviously going to be 258. Now what happens when I multiply 2 times 5 times 8? Well, that's an 80. That's an 8. What about 7 times 1 times 4? That equals 28. Equals a 1. And what happens when I multiply 2 times 5 times 8 times 7 times 1 times 4? We get 2240, and 2240 is 8. So that's how it's showing how they're literally transforming themselves into each other. They just do it like that. And I would say in mathematics, whatever line of mathematics or science or engineering that a person might be in, they're going to see familiar numbers popping up over and over and over and over. And I always did when I did mathematics, and I never quite understood why, but I would have to say it's because of this symbiotic relationship that between these numbers, the way they Well, it's almost like they're interbreeding. They're transforming into each other. They're transforming from one to another. In quantum physics, we talk about mass, turning into a wavelength. This is basically, or matter turning into wavelengths. And this is somewhat of a similar analogous situation. In any case, in mathematics, we get all kinds of numbers and all different sequences, etc. But these numbers obviously have some tendency to, bond together like atoms bond together to form molecules. So now we're going to do the 818 versus the 174 and the 818 versus the 528. Before I was basically doing 528 versus 174. Now if we go 818, I'll just do it like this. 8 times 1 equals 8. 8 times 7 is 56 equals 11 equals 2. 8 times 4 equals 32 equals a 5. And 1 times 7 equals 7, 1 times 4 equals 4, and 1 times 1 equals 1. So we have 818 turning into 258, and we have 818 turning into 741, you could say. Now, 818 versus 528. So 8 times 5, 8 times 2, 8 times 8. 8 times 5 is 4, 8 times 2 is 7, 8 times 8 is 1, 471. 1 times 5, 1 times 2, 1 times 8. Obviously 528. So 818 is turning into 471, 174, 714, and 818 is also turning into 528. Now what happens when we take these numbers and we multiply 7 times 1 times 4, 7 times 1 times 4 times 7 times 1 times 4 times 7 times 1 times 4, we get a sequence which is repeating of 177. 177 to infinity. What if we do 2 times 5 times 8 times 2 times 5 times 8 times 2 times 5 times 8? We're going to get 781, 218 to infinity. So 177 is a 6. 781, 218 is a 9. Because 1 and 7 and 7 is 15, 7 plus 8 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 8 is 27. We always get that 27 number, don't we? Because it's the 9 number. And 818 is 27, right? Because it's 8 plus 2 is 1, plus 7 is 8, plus 2 is 1, plus 7 is 8, plus 2 is 1. So it's only logical that it would be like that. But it just... It provides us a little bit of insight into what is going on with these numbers. They're not as random and hard to understand as you might have imagined. In this example, what I've done is just gone 8 times 1 times 8 times 1 times 8 times 1 times 8 times 1 times 8. We get this sequence, 8118, 8118. That's doing 818. Now if I do 181, 1 times 8 times 1 times 8 times 8 times 1 times 8 times 1, we're going to get the same numbers, but they're just going to come in a little bit of a different sequence. But you're going to get this 64, 512, 40, 96, 32, 768, and on and on and on. But it doesn't matter because the sequence is going to be 8118, 8118. 8118, 8118. It's the same sequence either way. And that goes to infinity, as always. Now I want to basically do something a little bit different because I want to delve a little bit deeper into the code. And this is not for preschoolers, this particular lesson. And I don't know what you're going to get out of it or not. But what I will say is, even though you see, we have these numbers, 149, 779, 419, 189. Those are, 9 of those. And this is the 9 code. The solution to this problem is 9. So there's 9 of these groups of numbers, if we split it up into 3 going that way. Now we can split it up into 3s going this way too, and we'll get whatever. We'll get this is 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually going to be 18. So we're doing there are 18 of these different sequences that we're talking about right now. We're splitting it up into 18 parts, going 3, 3, 3. We can do it with 9s too, but I did it with 18 of them. We start with the 1, 4, 9. And what we see here is we start to see familiar numbers, and I'll point out what they are. We have 7, 1, 4, 1, 7, 7, 1, 4. We have 2, 8, 5. So we have the 714 code and the 285 code appearing. We also have these 5s after the decimal point at the top here. We have a 285, 714, 285 sequence here. We have 3s, we have 6s here. Now obviously the 6s, the 3s, and the 5s, they would go on to infinity. So I just cut it off at 9, and for our purposes we're working with that kind of structure. 9 5s is obviously going to be a 9 number, it's 45. Now here we're going to have 8 3s instead of 9 3s because after the decimal point it's an 8. So 8 3s is going to be 8 times 3 is 24, that's a 6. And 9 6s is going to be 54, and that's going to be a 9. So we have 9, 6, 9. That's one way to look at it. We'll go to the next one. We won't spend too much time on each one of these because all I really want to do is I want to show you a pattern. And that's all I'm always doing. I'm just looking for the patterns. Because if there's a pattern, then it's trying to tell us something. There's information embedded in the patterns. Patterns are, in mathematics, they're sequences that are repeating. And that's what goes on here. So if I take the next number in the code, 779, and divide that by 98 all the way down to 1. I also see the 714 code. I also see the 585 code. And I also see the streaming 5s here. We have the 8 followed by the 3s there and the 6s there. So we have a 969 something going on there. And we have the 818. So we have all 3 codes in 779. We have 528, we have 818, and we have 714. Now I'm going to go to the next one. Oh, this is out of order. I know that. Let me get them a little bit back into order. Okay, we're looking for 419. There's a 419. 419 is the next one. We get the 5s, we get the 248751 code here, we get the 3s here, we get the 6s here, so we get 969 if you look at it like there, 248751. They're not going to be in the order 248751, but they're going to be 248751. We get the 147 code, we get the 285 code. And here we actually get 147 and 147 again. The same type of patterns emerging. Okay, so after 419 we have 189. Oh, I let these things get out of order. I'll be good though. There's the 189. 189 starts to change things a little bit because instead of looking like the 714258 818 kind of code, it's looking more like a 396 kind of a code because we get 3 followed by 9s. We also get some whole numbers here, 27 and 63, and if we think about that, those will add up to 90. And not particularly a coincidence, I wouldn't say. You know, whenever you start adding these numbers up in any and all kinds of ways, you get, you see the familiar numbers arising. So now I'll go to the next one. These are all mixed up, but I will get them quick because I know them, where they come. After the 189 comes this 179, which is there. And now we have, what we do have 258, and we do have 174 reappearing, and we do have this group of 9 8s will be a 9 number. 9 times 8 is 72, which is a 9, 7 plus 2. Here we're going to get a 9 because 29 is followed immediately by 3s, that's going to be 9. So 9, 9, 9. So we get 999, we get 174, we get 258, and we get a couple of 122 here. So we do get 2 2s in the code as well. Not on that page, but you know, if you want to look at these as 2s, 2, 2, 2, 2. Anyway, we get, that's what we get, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, if you like. Or maybe you don't like. It doesn't matter. We're learning here. We're not dictating what it is. It's telling us what it is, and it is always exactly just what it is. So we need to look for a 449 here. I'll try and find that one. There you are. We're going to go to the 449, which is the next one in our sequence, 449. We see that in different matrices too. The 449, we get numbers in the matrices that we don't see in the original code. 789, 797s, things like that. And they all mean something, and I would very much like it if somebody can, you know, explain to me someday what they all do mean, because I believe it's trigonometry is the best way to understand it. It's, you know, all of these numbers are coming from geometry and trigonometry. 449, we get, what do we get? We get 825, we get the 258 code. We get the 714 code, 714. We get the 6 here in the middle again, so 969. We get basically something that looks like that. 449 would be followed by 78, no, not 789, that's the last one. 449 would be followed by 489. 449 is followed by, excuse me, 719. How could I forget that? Okay, now we're on to 719. And we're getting closer to the middle. So let's start examining what is going to begin happening. We're still getting the 174 code and the 258 code. We're getting 969. We're getting the 248751 in the divided by 7 column there. So what we're learning is these numbers divided by 7 are giving us, after the decimal place, forms of the 248751 code. Really, it's the code 714285714. That's what it's showing us. Now we're going to go, we must be at the 159 already. Yeah, we'll be at the 159. Now we're getting more towards the middle, or we're passing the middle. Okay, we got halfway. Now we're getting to 159, which is giving us more of a 396 looking code, because we have the 3 here and the 36 and the 36. You know, 3 and 6 is a 9, 3 and 6 is a 9. And we don't have the 741 code and we don't have the 258 code, but we just have what's left of them, because we have a couple of 8s and we have a 7 and a 4. So fading away and being taken over by something that looks more like 369. And that's the way I look at it, at least. Now we're at the 729, which is the beautiful number right there. This is a very special number. I'm sure it's, you know, basically about the most important number in mathematics for sure. And it's a 9. 7 plus 2 is 9, and 9 is 9. It adds up to 18. It's that's what this is all about. From 729, we go to 489. 489, now we have something that's a remnant of the 258. We have something that's a remnant of the 174, but now we have 966396. We have the 3s up there, which is a 9, 248751, and even the 6 here, let's see what that turns into. It turns into a 5. The 6 is turned into a 5. Okay? And And anything else to comment about that? Now we're going to go to the 119, and 119 is an entire row of its own, so since it'll be the same number, I just do it once, like the 189, the 119. These two are very intricately related numbers as well. So what do we have going on here? Well, we come back a little bit to the 258, because we got 258, and we come back to the 174, in this case 147. So interesting, it starts off with the 258, 174, it goes in the middle towards getting 369, and now it's moving its way out of 369 and back into the 258. But anyway, we have the 6, we have the 3, these will be 18, which is 9, this will be 6, and that'll be 9. So then we come down to the final row, and we have the 129, and 129 is looking more like the 639 type of thing. Here we have 9, here we have the 248751, here we have 66363, okay? And remnants of the 714, only the 7. Remnants of the 528, we have the 5 and the 8. So this seems to be the pattern that is emerging, at least that's the way I see it. And we follow up with the 459, which is the middle in the bottom. See, 459 in the middle on the bottom. And now we're basically, it's all about the 9s with a couple of 6s in between at the top. And we still have a 248751 code. That had disappeared there in the middle. See, it disappeared at 119. It's not there. It had disappeared. It's been throughout, but just at 119 it disappeared. I think 189 it disappeared too. At 189 it disappeared too. The 248751 turned into a 27, which is a 9. So anyway, it has reappeared in the form 571428. 428571. Very nice. Okay, so 6s, 2 6s, and 9s. And now we come to the last number, which is 789. And of course, I do always like to point out that this starts with 1 and it ends with 789. And I've done some other arithmetic with this code where I get like numbers that look like 1, 2, 3, 4 in the beginning and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at the end. I don't even remember what arithmetic that was, but it was some arithmetic I was doing with the code. And now at the end it follows up with 6, 3, 3, 6, 3, 6. And there's a 7 and a 1. Now it's a 2. 712 is a number I see throughout the codes as well. I don't know, I've seen them in phi, you know, you get that sequence somewhere. In the pi, you get that sequence when you do the digits out. Somehow all of those endless series of digits that follow those universal numbers like pi and phi, they're found here in the codes as well. There's some correlation with them, and at least I theorize, but I don't know. I haven't found them. I haven't been able to share them, but somehow when you start looking at these numbers, you start seeing familiarity. In science and mathematics, there are familiar numbers. I'll give you examples. 0.625, familiar. 0.375, familiar. 51, very familiar. 333s, you get those. Now I'm pointing out that this, when you see this sequence, this is where it's coming from. When you see a sequence that looks like the 248751, it's actually coming from the source. That's where it comes from. 875, you know, 0.25, 0.5. It's just the way that the numbers have this symbiotic relationship. And you see patterns, you will always see patterns, and you won't be able to put your finger on it. But now I'm helping you. This is how you pin the tail of the donkey, okay? This is where they're coming from. And with this 258, 147 818 181 818 417 714 248 751. That's where it's coming from. It's coming from the source. And because it has to. Because, if we square, cube, take it to the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th power, it starts all over again. It's not infinite. The numbers carry on infinitely, but it's a finite system. The system is finite and repeating. The number system is finite, beginning at 1, ending at 7, 8, 9, at the 7th power of x, finite, revolving. And that's a discovery. That's a discovery of the century. That's a discovery that made me basically cry, okay? Because I didn't know that. And when it hit me, I understood there was something, I don't know, just something that gave me chills up my spine. So please, people of the world, don't be bashful, don't be fearful, don't worry about people's, universal conceptions of reality. This is reality. Use it, share it, pass it along, learn the truth. Now today I'm going to give it the name love, because it is love. It is unconditional love. If you love 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and if you love this universal periodic table of numbers, it will love you back, and it will give you all of the wisdom that it has embedded within it. And I wish you that. Farewell for today. I wish everyone peace and happiness. I did a video about something maybe some people don't like, but believe me, I'm a man of peace, and I love the universe, which means I love everyone in it, every person in it. I love all of the North Koreans. I love all of the Iraqis. I love all of the Syrians. I love all of the Iranians. I love all of the Libyans. I love them all. And I don't want anybody else's hate imposed upon me. And I really don't want anybody's political system imposed upon me as well. And, so anything that I'm saying, hopefully you will see that it comes from love and it never comes from evil. I'm signing out for today. My name is Paul Whittakin. I'm coming to you from, as always, the University of the Universe, which is the best university ever, and it's really the only university. Nothing against your universities, but yours are concoctions of men. My university is from the universe, and there's a difference. And whatever it is, let's learn about the universe together, and work towards the advancement of mankind, and don't allow ourselves to be hoaxed. That whole hoodwinking thing, it's all coming to an end. The hoodwinking is coming to an end because it's like, opening up the curtain at the end of the yellow brick road. Okay? So, in The Wizard of Oz, the curtain has been opened. Now, we don't want chaos. We don't want, hurtful things going on. We at the University of the Universe do not want war. We do not want anyone to get hurt, okay? What we want is we want a better universe for us all. I really think it's time for us to start thinking more about cleaning the air, cleaning the earth, cleaning the water, better food. We don't need all of this medical, these concoctions. You know, all we need is clean air and clean water, and that's going to take care of a lot of it. And, you know, this stressful idea of competition, rather than competing against each other, I think we should be collaborating with each other and working with each other. So I'm signing out for today from the University of the Universe, and my name is Paul Whittekind. Bye.